This is the pour-over. It's an all-glass filterless pour-over brewer designed to give you a more pure, more natural coffee tasting experience. I like to describe it as the perfect mix between a Chemex and a French press, and the coffee it brews is incredible. You guys have been loving the YouTube Shorts videos I've been making about the pour-over. It's so unique, it's so aesthetic, and you guys are wondering about it, so I thought I'd give you a full in-depth review in today's YouTube video. The great thing is that this is a very simple brewing method. The main brewer comes with 3 pieces: the cup, the dripper, and a diffuser for the top. The diffuser helps to regulate your pours and make sure your grounds are being evenly saturated. It also comes with a stir stick, a base, and a coaster. This is the main brewer. It is, of course, all glass, there's no filter, and it has these holes on the bottom for your coffee to brew through. Now, the holes are a decent size, so the most important thing you have to do is get the right grind size so your grinds don't fall through and you don't get clogs during your brew. All 3 pieces rest upon each other really simply, they're all aesthetic, and they connect perfectly. Without a filter, the pour-over relies on the coffee grounds themselves to act as the filter. This is what's called cake filtration. The grounds, in essence, bunch up at the bottom, covering the holes, stopping the grounds from running through, and creating their own filtration system. Oftentimes, metal, cloth, or paper filters alter the way your coffee tastes. By going without a filter, using the cake filtration method, this ensures the only thing affecting the taste of your coffee is the quality of coffee that you're using. Not to mention, the pour-over is also a great brewer for the environment because you're cutting down on any kind of paper waste or anything like that, and it's all glass, reusable. Now let's dive into the actual brewing using the pour-over. Now, you don't necessarily need to use a scale. There's guidelines on the website that tell you when to stop pouring, but because I want to be exact in today's tutorial, I am going to use a scale. I'm going to use 20 grams of coffee for 330 grams of water, which will stay true to my typical 1:17 ratio. You can adjust that however you want. I recommend initially pouring the grounds on top of the stand, because ultimately some grounds will fall through those holes. There's almost nothing you can do to really prevent that, so to keep them out of your cup, pour it on this little stand first and allow the grounds to settle. I recommend grinding a little coarser than you would for a Chemex pour-over, but not quite as coarse as you would for a French press. Now, you're going to put that right on top of the signature cup or any of your favorite cups if you don't have the whole system. Like any other pour-over, you're going to want to bloom your coffee. So I'm going to use 50 grams here, and I like to let my bloom sit for 45 seconds. The bloom is where you allow CO2 gases built up in the beans from the roasting process to escape freely, and that way help prevent getting any kind of sour taste in your brew. Once you've allowed your coffee to bloom, you're just going to continue the brewing process by adding the additional water until you reach your goal weight. In today's case, that's going to be 330 grams, or just to the bottom of the little handle on the cup. Once you've reached your goal weight, it's time to just sit back and watch this bad boy brew. Now, while you're waiting for your coffee to brew, take the little stir stick that it came with and gently stir throughout, but don't disturb the grounds at the bottom, at least not yet. You're just going to want to stir periodically to make sure the brew keeps moving and filtering smoothly. Now, one thing that I do need to mention is that from time to time, this brew has a tendency to stall, especially if you don't have the right grind size. As I mentioned earlier, this brewer uses a cake filtration system. The grounds settle at the bottom and clog up to help create a filter, but sometimes when the grounds clog the holes, it stalls the brew. But there's no real need to panic. Grab that stir stick I was just telling you about, and in essence, you're going to open up your own flow of water through the grounds just by gently disturbing the bed. This is super helpful because when your brewer does begin to stall, if something is going wrong, you do have an ingenious way built in to kind of fix it. Just through this little handy stir stick and just disturbing the bed just ever so gently. And I found that almost always fixes it, and the coffee still tastes incredible. So don't worry and don't fret. The brewing process itself should take anywhere from 3.5 to roughly 5 minutes at max. If it's going any longer than that, you definitely should look at adjusting your grind size. Ultimately, the pour-over all-glass filterless pour-over brewer is a really fun way to brew your coffee. It's better for the environment, there's much less waste, and it brews an incredible cup. Plus, the mug is super aesthetic, so you can post that all over social media if you're into that. Wow, I'm always so amazed by the coffee that the pour-over brews. It's so clean, it's so pure, and it's just really good. And when you grind it properly, like we did in this video, very few grinds, if any, end up in your final cup. I like to describe this as the perfect love child between a Chemex and a pour-over. It's the perfect in-between. I'm not a huge pour-over fan. I do love the Chemex, but it's right in the middle. And that is all the time we have for today. Thank you guys so much for watching my video on the pour-over all glass filterless pour-over brew system. I'll leave a link down below where you can go check out this brewer and pick it up if you would like. I absolutely love this brewer. I can't recommend it enough. If you're looking to add another one to your collection, it brews some great coffee. I'm active on both TikTok and Instagram, making tons of coffee videos and going live brewing coffee alongside you guys. So if you're looking for that, make sure to hit me up on those platforms. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that subscribe button to join our coffee loving community. And let me know down in the comments below, what do you think of the Pourover? Is it something you want to add to your bar? You guys seem to like the shorts videos I've been doing about it, so I decided to do a full length review on it. Once again, thanks for watching. My name is Caitlin, coffee roaster from Toronto, Canada. I want to make coffee fun and approachable. If that sounds interesting to you, hit that subscribe button and join our family. Remember, brew a better coffee and go support a local independent roaster. Thanks for watching.